My name is Terry. I am a 27-year-old nurse living in Australia, and I'm also a blogger as well. I started nursing in 2007 in Trinity College and graduated then and worked here for 4 years. It was really hard, really stressful. Everybody knows that about Ireland. And then I went to Australia, went travelling for 3 months. Went to Southeast Asia, so went to Thailand, Singapore, Philippines, Bali, and then ended up then in Sydney, working over there as a nurse. And I think I hit my 5-year mark as being qualified, and I decided, do you know what, I think I need to do something else other than nursing. So I started to teach nursing, and then during all this kind of stuff that was going on, like with nursing and that, I decided to start posting on Instagram some, pictures of what I was wearing, my makeup that I was wearing, and then my following just started to kind of snowball. And a lot of people ask me, oh, how did you get to like 74,000 followers? And the answer is, I don't know. It just happened, yeah. So yeah, I just kind of post, I suppose, on my Instagram about what I'm wearing, where I'm going, just some tips on traveling. And I suppose I've been called a blogger for about 2 years now, but I actually started up my blog 6 weeks ago. So I did things very differently to everybody else. Yeah, so I'm kind of doing the both at the same time. Sometimes people ask me, is it, stressful, would I ever leave nursing? And I don't think I would leave nursing, but it can get very stressful managing 2 jobs, because it is a job essentially. So yeah, that's kind of where I'm at the moment, just blogging and nursing and living in Australia, and hopefully doing a lot of traveling this year. Haven't told anybody where I'm going yet, but yeah, we're going to lots of different places. So as an influencer, I personally think, and a lot of people probably disagree, I think that this industry is just probably going to burst eventually, because it's too good to be true, and it's such a crazy thing to happen. So I'd like to bring out my own brand eventually, and then I'll hopefully stay in the education role, nursing. So yeah, my plan kind of 5 years would be do both. Well, fingers crossed. Probably come back home eventually. I don't see myself living away from home, because I'm a worrier and I worry about my mum and my dad and my brothers and sisters. So what would bring me home would be the family part of it all, because I do miss them. You just kind of miss your meetups and things. When I was 19 and I was in college, my friends put me forward for a beauty competition, and I ended up winning it and getting really far, and I ended up representing all the universities in Ireland in Miss Ireland. And at the time, like, I was just like, what the hell am I doing here? Like, what the hell? Like, I don't deserve to be here. Look at all these girls. Like, and I never really kind of compared myself to anybody else. And after the competition, I came runner-up, and I was so happy. I was like, oh my God. And they were like, you didn't win it. I'm like, yeah, but this is amazing. Like, so yeah, like after that, so at the time it was just Facebook. There was no like Snapchat or Instagram. And I remember you had to log on to Facebook. This like 2009 when you had your laptop and there was no like smartphones. So I remember I hadn't been on my laptop for a few days, and I picked it up and I went through it. There's all these messages from these girls being like, oh, you should have won, you're robbed and all that, and that girl didn't deserve it. And I was kind of going, all right, maybe they're right. Like, and then I started kind of looking at her and being like, what does she have that I don't? And I got so down. For about a week I was upset. I felt like I'd let everybody down, because everybody was like, oh, you're gonna win, like you're gonna do so well. And I'd never really thought like that before. So for about a week I was kind of really down on myself, and the girl who won it was absolutely amazing. Like, she was stunning and she was incredible. And it took me about a week to kind of go, do you know what, like, I'm just as good. It's just a competition, and it's probably not the best competition, because it's actually just judging you by your looks. And I was like, do you know, I have so much more to offer. I've got my personality, so is she. We're both amazing. And that's kind of how I got out of that. But for a week I was definitely very down on myself, thinking that, I wasn't good enough. What does she have that I don't? Women are awful for that, like just comparing yourself to somebody else. So that was a real struggle for me for a week. But pulled myself out of the hole.